Hello, it's Kristen, and welcome back to another budget grocery haul. This is the week before Christmas, so it's a little different. It's a little unusual. My kids are already home off school, as is my husband. He's a teacher, so it's wonderful. We actually have a little bit of time together before the Christmas holidays. We haven't had that in a while. And we're not traveling this year. We're staying put. My husband's family is all around, so that's what we're doing this year instead of traveling to see my extended family. So let's talk groceries first of all. Last week you saw me do a budget grocery haul and I was doing sales. I was really stocking up on sales at Kroger and Meijer. They were great sales. So this week I just really needed to fill in a couple basics. I went ahead and actually scheduled a Walmart pickup order. It's super convenient and so easy, especially around the holidays, or like someone else said, when illness is going around and you want to avoid the stores, a pickup order is a great way to do that. Super simple. You can fill in your list just as you're going and pick it up. Everything was there that I needed. One note to mention about Walmart pickup orders. So I did actually have two substitutions, and one was for dates, which I needed for a recipe, and they didn't have what I wanted, so they substituted something and it was a lower price. They adjusted the price just fine. And usually it's always been in the past, like if they do a substitution, and if they substituted a higher price item, you'd get the price of what you had in your list. But this time, like I had just put the Walmart hamburger buns. Apparently they were out of those, and so they put in a name brand bun, and it was like $1 more, and they were going to charge me more. So I went ahead and declined that because I could still get them cheaper at Kroger or somewhere else. So keep an eye on that. Have you noticed that if you have a Walmart pickup order? I had heard someone else say that happened to them recently, so I don't know if they're changing policies or what. But still super convenient. Glad I got that done. I'll show you that there in just a second. And then I also ran into Kroger today as I was out and about, literally just stopping to pick up a gallon of milk, hamburger buns, bag of frozen French fries, and some frozen corn. I spent $11.55 at Walmart. Not much. Again, just picking up a couple things. We are in northern Indiana, and like a lot of you probably watching this winter storm to see what's actually going to happen. Will it be a blizzard like some people say? So I wanted to make sure my grocery shopping was done before the craziness of Christmas and before any winter weather came our way. So let me go ahead and show you my Walmart haul from the other day. And then if you're curious how I'm using those groceries and what we're doing for menus this week, stick around and I'll share that after the Walmart haul. So let me show you those Walmart groceries first. This is my Walmart pickup order that I did. I do this on occasion to save some time, and the holidays were a great time to do a pickup order. This really is just a lot of staples I needed for various things, and I knew the prices were low there, so I went ahead and grabbed those. So let me show you what I got. I got powdered sugar for $1.70 a bag for the 2-pound bag, same price as Aldi. Grabbed 3 of those after making lots of Buckeyes. Grabbed 2 10-pound bags of flour. Now here's the interesting thing. I prefer the smaller bags in the 5-pound size, but the 10-pound bags are $3.64, which works out to $1.82 for 5 pounds. If I were to buy the 5-pound bags, the price at Walmart right now is at $2.12. So by buying the bigger bags, I'm saving, 40 cents there that I'm buying by just doing that little simple substitution. It's a great way to save money. It's just look for those easy substitutions you can do. So I bought the flour, went ahead and grabbed another thing of chocolate milk, still the same price as the regular milk. It was $2.82. Grabbed one of those. Grabbed some more orange juice, $1.50. We make wassail this time of year, so grabbed that. These were things kind of for different menus. French bread, $1.47. Needed some cheese cubes for my son's party at school, so went ahead and grabbed those. It was $2.32, I believe, but just grabbed those for easy things. $2.22 for the sliced cheese to make a lasagna. Grabbed some more hash browns for potato casserole. Bagged potatoes are up to $2.98 pretty consistently wherever you're shopping, and it still is hard to find the regular hash browns sometimes, so I grabbed one of those. Some more lasagna noodles. I think I had enough to make lasagna this week, but wanted to make sure. Grab some whipping cream to make a Buckeye cake for Christmas. Buckeye cake is so good, and it's really a pretty easy recipe, but you do need whipping cream. Everything else I have. Restocked our ketchup, bought a whipped topping. The kids loved that around the holidays. I was making buffalo chicken dip for a couple times and realized I was out of hot sauce. And so I was going to buy the generic, and then I realized, oh, this one's a lot cheaper, and I thought I might need 2 of the generic. So I was like, well, I'll go ahead and get this. I did not realize what a big bottle of hot sauce this is because we only use it really to make buffalo chicken dip. But this big container was $3.28, and it was quite a bit cheaper than the Great Value. So we should be good for a long time with hot sauce. Grab some Ortega shells. Again, these were cheaper than the Great Value. You got a couple more too. It's an 18 box versus the 12 box of the Great Value. Grabbed some frozen corn, 32-ounce bags. The 2-pound bags were cheaper than buying the smaller bags, so grabbed those, of course. Grabbed some frozen chopped spinach and artichoke hearts to make an artichoke dip over break. Dates, I need those to go with my cranberry bars that I'm going to make. And then the sliced American cheese is also to go with the corn for a creamed corn in my crock pot. So like you see, really all of this was just for different recipes or restocking basics. Now, here was the interesting thing. I did ask for hamburger buns. They were out of those, and they wanted to substitute a higher priced item, which I did not want. They were going to charge me for the difference. That was very different. Not sure if your store does that. Dates, they were out of the dates I wanted, so they substituted these, which were lower, and they adjusted lower. But I've never had them adjust for a higher price. So I went ahead, and someone's coming in to take the cheese here, it looks like. I've never had them adjust for a lower price. Thank you, Caleb. So for everything you see here on the counter before Caleb takes it all off, it was $62.42 for this Walmart pickup order. And that's what I got at Walmart. Okay, so there you saw that's everything I got at Walmart. With that and the Kroger trip from earlier this week, picking up those couple things, my total for December is at $392.32 out of $475. Feel very good about that. That leaves me with $75 left to spend for the rest of the year after Christmas, or if I need to run out and grab something quick. I have plenty of wiggle room left in my budget. Feel very good about that. Now, I'm not hosting this year, but we do have a lot of celebrations and parties and things that have been going on already starting last week through the Christmas holidays. So I thought I'd give you a sneak peek into some of the things I'm cooking. I'll leave recipe links below. If you are curious to want to see more menu plans in the new year, do let me know that in the comments if that's something you would like to see or be interested in. So early on, I started putting it all in my bullet journal. Love my bullet journal, so handy. And I just tried to, as soon as I had a party date, put it on our calendar and then start filling in what I was bringing. So starting with last week, let's go back to teachers. I did all our kids' teachers' gifts and some of the coworkers. And so they got Buckeyes and peanut clusters this year. That's what I did for that. Easy gift. Well, it takes a bit of time, but it's a fun gift to give, and I like doing that. So that's kind of my go-to gift that I give. And then we had my husband's family party for his mom's side. So we did that on Saturday, and to that one I took crockpot mac and cheese by the Six Sisters. It's a really easy recipe. My only thing is, I will say, as it sits longer, it becomes more like a baked macaroni and cheese, which is not my favorite, but if you can serve it right away, it's so good and creamy. So I love doing that. Just know that. It's an easy recipe and an easy one to take. And then I did a 4-layer chili dip for an appetizer and then took a plate of desserts. So on desserts, it was Buckeyes and peanut clusters. I did some chocolate dipped marshmallows, candy cane cookies, and cranberry date bars. And that's just kind of an assortment of what I've done. I have them in the fridge and freezer, and I can pull them out for different events, which works out well because then when we did the faculty Christmas party for my husband's school, again, I did desserts, and it was just an assortment of the same thing: Buckeyes, peanut clusters, all the desserts we've already made. So I took those along. And then we will hopefully, weather permitting, drive and do Christmas with my husband's dad's side of the family, the extended family, and do that right before Christmas. Again, we're kind of waiting to see what this weather storm does, if that's still going to be possible. Hopefully it is. But for that, I am taking rolls. I was in charge of doing rolls, so I made some homemade crescent rolls. It's from an old Betty Crocker recipe. Super easy to do if you're not a bread baker. And I went ahead and made a double batch because this week we're also having friends over from school and church. And so for them, I'm doing rolls and sausage crepes as our main meal. And then again, desserts and different things, and some fresh pineapple that was on sale. So we're doing that for the friends, and then I'll take the other batch of rolls to Grandpa's house, hopefully, and desserts as well. And then I might do a side of buffalo chicken dip just as an appetizer. Easy thing to do in a crock pot. And then Christmas Eve, we're going to host my husband's family here for lunch during the day. We have our Christmas Eve children's service, so we'll do that in the evening. But then for lunch, we're kind of doing a taco bar, and I'll do tamales. I miss that from being, it's a Southern thing, a Hispanic culture. I'm obviously not Hispanic, but grew up in San Antonio, and so occasionally we do that. And I just really felt like doing that this year. So we'll do tamales and tacos and queso and just all sorts of taco things and fixing. So on Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, we will go to my husband's parents, and I'm going to bring cheesy crock-pot corn, take that in the crock-pot, and then I'll also do a Buckeye cake for dessert on Christmas Day. She'll cook the main meal, and yeah, if you've never tried Buckeye cake, oh, it's so good. I love Buckeyes, but I might love Buckeye cake even more. It's really rich, so like one cake goes a long way because you really are eating very small slivers. It looks very fancy, but it's actually a really simple recipe to bake, so it's going to be a perfect dessert on Christmas. And then, yeah, in between that, we'll be at my in-laws or at our house and filling in the rest of the meals kind of with leftovers or grilled cheese, hamburgers, just kind of easy things around the house. So that's what our menus are for this week. I will probably be back after Christmas at one more time, finishing up my shopping for the year. But until then, I want to say Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas celebration as well. Thanks for joining me on YouTube this year so far, and as I ventured out to this. And I hope you do have a wonderful Christmas holiday. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.